Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you my 5e3 clone, which is no longer a 5e3 clone. It has been modified to be what's called a Tweedle Dee, which it feels goofy to me to say that, but it's the Alexander Dumble modifications that are known that he would do to the 5e3. And I've had this 5e3 for 4 or 5 years. I never really bonded with it in its stock form, and then I added the three-way negative feedback switch that you see on the Rob Robinette website, and that made it a really cool jazz amp for me as long as my drummer wasn't too loud. So at one point I listed it on Facebook Marketplace and almost traded it, and then I kind of decided, no, I'm going to hang on to that and do the thing. So I did the thing. I converted it to a Tweedle Dee. And in this video, I'll play the Stratocaster, I'll play the Les Paul, I'll play a Telecaster, and just kind of give you an idea what it sounds like with the different settings. So with the modifications, the volume controls still interact, but it's not nearly as drastic as with the stock 5e3. With the stock 5e3, whatever channel you weren't plugged in, you could bring that volume knob up on the channel you weren't plugged into, and it would introduce kind of a balance of bass, and then you could dial in some treble with the tone knob. And it doesn't do that so much, but what it does is beautiful. So you should be able to see my controls right here. It does have a master volume right there on the little control panel. It's turned all the way up, so basically not in the circuit. So this is what you would get if you didn't have a master volume installed. So let's start with the tone knob about halfway up, and I'll just dial up the volume a little bit. That's the Stratocaster controls all the way up, and just let's bring it up a little more. Go to that bridge pickup. Bring it up some more. Go back to the neck pickup. So now I've got the volume control up to about 5. And this is when it really starts to cook and get it. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Let's bring it up some more. Oh, this is how much of the buzz is my guitar. not great. So I'm bringing it up halfway. Bring that tone knob up a little bit. Once you get it up halfway and further, it really gets going. Still just on that neck pickup. Let's go to the bridge pickup. And the in-between settings on the Stratocaster sound amazing with this amp. Middle pickup. And then the neck in the middle pickup. Yeah. So once you have it turned halfway up, the more you go, the cooler it gets. bring it up a little more. Now I'm going to hit some open strings, and I'll show you going up from 8 how it starts to saturate. Now I've got the volume all the way up on the channel that I'm plugged into, and the volume all the way down on the channel I'm not plugged into. And I'll just work my Stratocaster volume knob, neck pickup. Breaking my own cardinal rule, you don't leave the tuner on your headstock. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the video footage, guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. So Stratocaster volume on about 5. Come up to like 7. Up to about 8.5 on the guitar. If you pick soft, it gets a pretty wide range from cleanish to wildly awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go guitar volume on 10, amp volume on 10, still with the unused channel turned all the way down. All right, let's go to the bridge pickup. So amazing with the Stratocaster. Now I don't normally play with it up on 10. I've found so far that I like it like 8 or 9ish and tone halfway up to 8 or 9ish. And when I'm saying 8 or 9, I'm saying of 12, not o'clock and not 1 of 10. And I'm saying of 12 because you can see up here the dials go from 1 to 12, so past 11 with this amp. Now I'm going to back off my channel volume a little bit and just hit my open E a little bit, and I'll turn up the channel that I'm not plugged into so you can hear how the two channels interact. Both channels all the way up, still leaving the tone the same. That cuts some of the gain. Now if I sweep the tone knob, you'll find that around 10 is the maybe the brightest setting, and from 10 to 12 it's doing a little bit of something else, maybe reducing the volume a little bit and cutting back some of the treble and maybe high mids. See, up to about 10 it's like what you expect, and then so tone on about 9 and the volume on about 9 with the unused channel turned all the way down is one of the coolest things this amp does. Awesome. Okay, so all that was the normal channel. I'll plug into the bright channel for a second and just go through a few sounds. All right, now we're on the bright channel. Settings are about the same. I'm gonna bring it up a little more. Both channels, awesome. And this is with a GZ34 Rectifier and 6 V6s, all JJ tubes. Now I like this thing with 6 L6s in it, and I've set it up with where I can switch to solid state rectification. And I might dig that more. It's a little louder. They tell you on the internet that putting 6 L6s in your 5e3 won't make it louder, but when you pair that with the rectifier with a higher voltage, it's got a little more to it. Now I'm planning to replace the output transformer with a bandmaster output transformer so that I can get the 6 L6 wattage. I'm trying to get myself a really small amp that can play a loud gig. I mean, who doesn't want that? Okay, Les Paul into the bright channel, tone and volume about 2/3 of the way up. Wow. So with the Les Paul, it's super responsive to your picking dynamics. Soft touch can take you from kind of clean to pretty gnarly. Now I'll put the volume knob about halfway down on both the Les Paul pickups and just give you a picture of how it cleans up with the guitar volume. I'll work my way up with them in a second here. Got the bridge pickup turned all the way up and the neck pickup still about halfway. It sounds so good. I'm gonna roll the tone back a little bit and the volume all the way up. Bridge pickup, and you get this. Let's plug into the normal channel. Just about the same settings. Les Paul, the tone is about halfway down here. Let's max it out. Let's roll that tone back some. Even more. That's cool. Let's bring the tone up a little bit, bring the volume down a little bit. I'm just going to max out everything on the guitar. Now the amp's facing away from me. If I was in front of this thing, I could get some feedback. It's pretty Les Paul friendly. Occasionally you read these things sound best with a Telecaster or a Stratocaster, but I mean, come on, man. Yeah, and Telecaster. Bridge pickup. In between. And that neck pickup. Man, so that's awesome. I had a hard time bonding with the 5e3 as it was stock. There's so much bass frequency in there in the stock 5e3 that it overdrive. I mean, everything gets so overdriven. The notes just don't come out clear. And this circuit, it's like you can hear all the things that you wanted to be able to hear out of a stock 5e3, and kind of at the same time, it's like it throws out some of the bad distortion that the stock 5e3 had, which also I have to say is cool when you want to do that one thing. I want a versatile amplifier, something that I can take to a gig and play, all night with. And the stock 5e3, I just couldn't do that at drummer volume. I've taken this to 2 gigs now. The larger gig, big stage, big room, was right on the edge of not enough, but it worked out just fine. It was enough. It was amazing to walk in with this tiny little amp and get all the sound I needed. I'm stoked about getting the larger output transformer in there. I want just a little bit more headroom. Like if I can take this thing from 20 watts to 30 watts, just that little bump is what I needed last Saturday. So anyway, I just wanted to share this amp with you. The Tweedle Dee mods to the 5e3, man, awesome. Really great. Makes it a much more versatile amp, something I can take to the gig and do the job. Now, if you need drummer volume cleans, you know as well as I do that 20 watts or even 30 watts aren't really gonna get you a clean, like if you want to play clean lead louder than the drums, you're out of luck with this. Take the full 100 watt amp, take the twin reverb. It's loud, it's heavy, it's big, it's worth it. Anytime I build something based on something that Alexander Dumble designed, I am always blown away. Like he knew what sounded good, man. He really did. I know that I haven't been on here making videos. We had a death in the family, and I had to step away from making videos for some months. But I'm back. I've got lessons coming up. It probably won't be this month, but you can expect maybe April for the lesson videos to start coming back out. But I am going to throw up a few more videos about this amp. I'm going to do one with the 6L6s in it so you can hear the difference there. And then when I get the higher wattage transformer in there, I'll make some videos about that. Anyway, I'm Birdsnake. Thanks for watching.